a chilling whisper of wind, a sudden coldness in the air. Are you ready to step into the unknown? In the gloomy outskirts of an unnamed town, shrouded in mystery and the relentless passage of time, stands a daunting edifice that has been the epicenter of countless spine-chilling tales. Its once grand facade now lies in ruin, a hollow shell of its former glory, consumed by the gnarled hands of neglect and decay. The once vibrant paint has long since faded, replaced by the crude artwork of moss and lichen. Yet, despite its forlorn appearance, this haunted house, still commands an unsettling presence, a silent testament to the eerie legends that surround it. Over the years, this house has been the backdrop of many a ghost story. Tales of spectral figures seen wandering its decrepit halls, of unexplained noises echoing through the stillness of the night, and of strange phenomena that defy the laws of nature. Each story more unnerving than the last, adding a new layer to the house's sinister reputation. Some speak of a phantom lady dressed in white, her mournful cries piercing the silent veil of the midnight hour. Others whisper of a mischievous poltergeist, delighting in the terror it instills in the hearts of the living. Irrespective of the entity that is said to inhabit this haunted mansion, one thing remains constant: a chilling sense of dread that envelops anyone who dares to approach its creaking gate. The whispers of the wind carry these tales, spreading them far and wide, amplifying the house's eerie allure. For those who dare to listen, these stories serve as a chilling reminder of the house's dark past and the unsolved mysteries that lie within its crumbling walls. Dare to venture further? Brace yourselves, for the tale is about to unfold. This house, standing in solitude, holds a past drenched in terror and despair. A relic of the past, the house was built over a century ago, in the early days of the 20th century. It was said to be a symbol of love and prosperity, a dream realized by the wealthy couple who commissioned its construction. Eager to start a family, they poured their hopes, dreams, and wealth into the creation of this grand edifice. Oh, how the house was admired, standing tall and proud on the hill overlooking the town. Yet, little did they know, their dreams would soon be shattered. The couple was blessed with a child, a daughter they named Rebecca. But as she grew, so did the darkness within the house. Strange occurrences began to plague the family. The gentle whispers of the wind transformed into eerie voices in the night. Shadows danced in the corners of their eyes, disappearing as quickly as they appeared. The climax of the tragedy was as swift as it was devastating. One fateful night, the house was engulfed in a fire of unknown origin. The flames raged, consuming everything in their path. The couple and their beloved daughter were trapped. No one survived. The house was left in ruins, a charred skeleton of its former self. Years passed, and the burnt remains of the house stood as a grim reminder of the tragedy. Stories began to circulate, tales of ghostly figures seen wandering the ruins under the cloak of night. The townsfolk whispered of a curse, a punishment for the couple's arrogance in trying to build a monument to their love. Yet, the house refused to crumble, standing as a silent testament to its dark history. It became a symbol, not of love, but of despair, a monument to the couple's shattered dreams and the life they could not live. The echoes of the past still linger, a haunting reminder of lives lost and a curse born. As time passed, the house stood still, yet its dark presence invited the curious, the brave, and the foolhardy. This was not a place for the faint of heart, for within its cold walls, the echoes of its sinister past reverberated. Over the years, many have dared to cross the threshold of this haunted abode, their hearts heavy with a mix of dread and intrigue. Each one, drawn in by the tales that cloaked the house in an eerie shroud, hoped to leave unscathed. But the house had other plans. The first of these brave souls was a young man, full of bravado and skepticism. But the moment he stepped foot inside, he was greeted by a chilling gust of wind that seemed to whisper his name. A sense of unease washed over him as he ventured deeper, the air growing colder with each step. Suddenly, he heard a child's laughter echoing through the empty halls. His heart pounded in his chest as he turned to leave, only to find himself face to face with an apparition, a young girl, her eyes hollow and empty. Then, there was the group of thrill-seekers who thought they could brave the night within the house's chilling confines. As the darkness fell, they started hearing hushed whispers, as if the house itself was speaking to them. They watched in terror as objects around them started to move on their own, and the walls seemed to close in on them. By the break of dawn, they fled, their faces pale and their eyes filled with unspeakable terror. And let's not forget the elderly lady who lived nearby. She claimed to see shadowy figures dancing in the windows at night and heard the melancholy melody of a piano playing, a sound that should have been impossible since the house had been empty for decades. These are just a few of the chilling encounters that have occurred within the house's haunted walls. Their stories, their terror, all etched into the walls of this accursed dwelling. Today, the house stands, a monument to fear and the unknown, its mysteries still unsolved, its spirits unrested. This structure, a weathered sentinel in the heart of the community, wears its history like a shroud. Its once vibrant facade, now faded and chipped, echoes stories of terror and despair. The house, cloaked in an aura of dread, silently observes the world from behind its clouded windows. The community has learned to live with its ominous presence, yet it's impossible to ignore the chill that descends when passing by its ramshackle gates. Children are cautioned not to stray too near, their whispers about the haunted house adding to its lore. It's become a symbol of the inexplicable, a beacon for those curious about the paranormal. The mysteries that shroud the house remain unresolved. There are tales of strange noises in the dead of night, of ghostly apparitions in the upper windows, of eerie lights flickering in the abandoned rooms. Many have attempted to unravel the secrets within its walls, but have retreated, overcome by an unshakable sense of dread. Researchers and thrill seekers, armed with modern technology and age-old rituals, have tried to reach out to the spirits said to inhabit the house. Yet, no conclusive evidence has been gathered, no final explanations offered. The house remains an enigma, its spectral residents elusive. Some say the spirits are trapped, forever bound to the house by some unspeakable tragedy. Others believe they are restless, seeking vengeance or longing for peace. Yet the truth remains just out of reach, veiled by the shadows that linger in the house's forgotten corners. Every creak of the floorboards, every whisper of the wind, every flicker of shadow fuels the stories, feeds the fear, and deepens the mystery. The house, a silent witness to its own haunting history, continues to stand, undeterred by time or reason. The house waits in silence, its secrets yearning to be uncovered. In the end, the legend of the haunted house remains, a chilling testament to the supernatural, the unknown. This story, this journey into the very heart of fear, leaves us with more questions than answers. The house, with its dark history and eerie encounters, stands as a silent sentinel to horrors unseen, to tales untold. The history of the house, with its many frightful encounters, is a chilling reminder of the unknown. The spectral figures, the inexplicable happenings, the whispers in the dead of night. All these elements weave a tale that is as fascinating as it is terrifying. But what does it all mean? Is it a mere figment of collective imagination, a series of coincidences, or is there something more? Is there a realm beyond our understanding, a world that exists parallel to ours, inhabited by beings we cannot see, cannot comprehend? As we delve deeper into the tale, we realize the story is more than just about a haunted house. It's a story about us, about our fears, our curiosities. It's a mirror reflecting our fascination with the unknown, our eternal quest to understand the unfathomable. The haunted house stands as a monument to these questions, a silent witness to our collective fear and fascination. It's a chilling reminder that there's much we don't understand, much we don't know. So we ask you to ponder. Ponder on the story, its implications, the existence of the supernatural. Think about the haunted house, its dark history, the frightening encounters. Consider the mysteries that remain unsolved, the questions that remain unanswered. Thank you for journeying into the heart of fear with us. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this tale with your friends. Until next time, remember, the unknown is always closer than it appears.